Hello everybody and welcome to Kit 6, which is the lovely oval Just to Say card, which is this. It's a really pretty card, just using John's dies and some lovely pearls, which I must admit I got off Amazon. And you've got all different sizes in here, which has been brilliant. So I'll just pop those to a side and I am going to go through what is in your kit. You've got your cover sheet. And just to say, to be quite honest, I don't know where I got these stamps from, but they've got some beautiful sentiments, and I've used just to say, which is at the top. And we are using JND 579, which is the Emma's Ovals. And it is so pretty. I mean, when you see the designs on the front, there is so many different ways that you can use them. And then I am using the Daisy Oval, and it's just for the flowers. And this is JND 594. And the last die I've used is the Slimline die, which is JND 523. And it is the leaf sprigs. So I'm just going to go through what's in your kit. Put that to a side. So you'll have your strips of 2mm foam tape. You'll have your little bag that's got the flowers, the leaves and your pearls in. Just going to separate them out a bit so you can see that's all what's in them. I'm going to pop those just onto my foam mat. And as I say, it's a change this time. We're using ivory card. Because I thought the colours that I chose would go better with an ivory card. So what we've got in the card, inside your card, you've got the beautiful olive green, which is your first mat. Now ignore the fact that these have been cut, the flowers have been cut out of this. It was just I was positioning it and I thought you will have a full sheet like that, but I thought rather than waste it, I would use this one on the demo card. So that just fits on there, and then with the beautiful outer frame, this is gorgeous. This then sticks on the top. So what I'm going to start and do first is I am going to attach this onto my It's Autumn Orange, which is beautiful. It's the linen card. It really is pretty. Normally, I would spray glue anything that's like this, but seeing as there's not a lot, I am just going to use my... Oops. Ignore what it says on there. I don't know why. It's got scribble on it. But all I'm going to do is just run my glue just right round the edge with a fine tip, because I find that I just got a little bit more control. Mine is a little bit off centre, but it's not going to show up a great deal. But it's better than actually wasting it. And just going to run this all the way around. As I say, if you've got spray glue, you can use spray glue. It will cover these little areas of the filigree. I'm just putting some odd dabs just on the flowers and the little bits where there's any area that's just got a little bit of space that you can actually put some glue on. Just dab it round. See, some of these lovely frames, they are gorgeous and they're so useful. I mean, this can be used either vertical or horizontal, and either way it will look brilliant. And as I say, I've used the centre part horizontal on a vertical frame, and it looks so good. But you could actually put it so that it is insert into your centre, which I will show you the options when I get round to that part. I'm just going to try and get as much little bits of glue onto these areas. It doesn't matter if you don't get it on all of them, because it'll leave a lovely shadow effect, which I think looks great on cards. It gives it just that little bit of dimension and stops it looking completely flat. So then I'm just going to run some glue just round the edge of the frame, the oval in the centre of the frame. Just a little bit in there. Stand that up out of the way. And then actually what I'm going to do, and I find that sometimes with these it is a lot easier to do it, is actually take the matting layer and actually position it from behind. You'll find that sometimes you can get it just that little bit more accurate. And then I can turn it over and we can just see how it's all settling down. Just hold it for a bit. I mean, I've just got a little edge here which I'm going to just run my scissors and just undercut. I've maybe just been a little bit generous when I've cut this, the orange, but I'm just going to run it, and as you say, you know the undercutting. Your scissors at 45-degree angle and keep them under your top layer and just gently work down, undercutting, and you're not touching your, whoops, I think that's got it. Just get rid of them little bits and balance that down. Now I'm going to bring the sample card in, the only bit that is actually raised is the centre oval frame, so it makes it less dense. So we're going to now pop the matting and layer on, and I'm just going to just pop my lid back onto my thin fine nozzle and use my thicker one. Oops, got some bits stuck to it. Again, it's just a case of just running your glue around the edge. This is a fairly simple card. Trying to just sort of give you some that are a bit more, I wouldn't say intense, that's the wrong word for it, more elaborate, and that require just that little bit more work on them. But sometimes I think it's nice that if you want a card that isn't quite as difficult to do, I try not to do too many difficult ones, so to speak, but some of them I just maybe find that there's just that little bit more work done in them when putting them together. But sometimes it's nice just to have something fairly simple, straightforward. And as I say, ignore the flowers. I just thought I'd already cut that piece, and I thought, well, rather than waste it, I'd just use it on this card. Just want to slide that across a little bit. Get it level. Yeah. So that now is that area, and as you can see, you've got just that little bit of shadow on some of them, which is nice. As I say, it gives some extra definition onto your card. So now we're going to go on to putting the centre frame on, and on this I've used the lovely salmon pink. I thought it went lovely with the autumn orange. So I'm going back onto my, whoops, I'm throwing everything about, back onto my fine tip. Actually, what I'm going to do, and you can see for the outside there, I'm just going to use, there's room to put the 3mm tape. So if you've got 3mm tape, you can use it. So I'll just show you how easy it is. It is when I can actually get that picked up. and the 3mm tape does curve lovely. So I'll just use this just round the outer edge, and then I'll use the glue on the inner edge. And so just run it round, just all the way around, just easing it, whoops, just easing it as you go around. And whoops, get to the top bit. So as I say, there is room on the inner area to put the 3mm tape, but it'll work either way. And I say I will use just the wet glue on the inner edge. And I'm just going to show you how, if you don't like, if you haven't, should I say, got a fine tip applicator for your glue, if you're worried that it's maybe not going to a larger bottle, maybe doesn't, oops, let me get that cut off, would maybe run over, I've just used the glue on there. So, whoops, I thought I'd taken that off. All you need to do then is, I'm just going to run my fine tip glue applicator just round the inner edge. And it's not that difficult. And just run that nicely round. Now, all I'm going to do is on some of these areas that are maybe just got a little bit of extra space, just going to run a bit of glue on. And then definitely on this middle bit, just running them round. It's just that it helps it just stay flat. So again, just on this middle bit and these bits where you've just got this little bit of extra space. So if you can see where's my tweezers, which I have lost. My tweezers should be around because I've just been using them. There they are. So you can see just these areas here. It then just makes it a little bit easier. So now I'm going to take off. I'm only taking off a bit. I'm not taking it all the tape off, because that then gives me just that little bit of space just to be, whoops, and get it so I'm straight. Woo, come back. It doesn't want to go on there. Come back. That's got it. And then I can pull my tape out and just press the outer edge down, making a right go doing that, wasn't I? Trying to get that to lay down. And so then all we need to do on this is we need to add the foam tape just on the inside. And as I say, I've given you, so that they all fitted in the smaller envelope, I have given you plenty of pieces. And if you, I've stuck that on, I needed to go the other way. Let me just ease it off. If you take the backing off, I'm taking it from here, it will curve really well as long as you take the backing off. Again, just take the backing off. And work your way around. Like that. And so I put 4 pieces in because you'll need some extra bits just for putting the top layer on. Oops, come back. And when you get up to this top edge, you just want to cut that bit off. That then will do for putting your other piece on the front. Let me just pop that to the side. I'm going to I put glue, just some dabs of glue on, and it just takes the static off, so it gives you a chance to position it easier. So bring my card in, and there should be a nice even border all the way around, like that. So as you can see, there's just a nice even border all the way around. We are now going to put our sentiment onto the green card. And again, you could use the 3mm tape around the outside or use glue. I'm using glue. I am, if it wants to come out. Just going to run this round. And I will be dabbing just odd leaves. I mean, you could use this, do this with spray glue. It's entirely up to you which you prefer to do. I mean, for quickness, I would use spray glue, but it's not everybody that has got spray glue. So I'm just going to dab some of the leaves with glue. And again, don't worry if you don't get them all, because it will give you that lovely shadowing effect. Just dab these round. Whoops, missed that one. And there we are, I'm about round. That's lovely. Again, on this, I'm again going to do this on the reverse, because it's a lot easier to find and if any bits of the glue spread, don't worry, because as I say, they all dry clear. So that then, I've just got a tiny wee bit here that's come over. So again, just going to undercut this, just so that it doesn't show. Whoops. I'm not doing very well with this, am I? That's got it. I've left a little bit there. That's got it. So that then is, now what you could do is, if you wanted to, you could do it horizontally and actually just put this in the centre like that. But on this card, I have done that across the centre. So what we need to do is, because we've already used one layer of foam tape, we need to put one piece in the centre, right in the centre, and then put another piece just on top. And let me cut that bit off. And I'm just going to, oops, where's this other little bit? I'm just going to add just this small bit that I had at the side. I'm just going to pop this just on the end there. And we'll take the backing off. I will when I get that bit off. It doesn't want to lift. That's got it. And again, just going to add just some dabs of glue. And what we're aiming for, before I turn it over to stick it down, we want it sighted so that if you can see these 4 flowers here, they want to just sit like that. So you've got about half and half of your flowers. And also get your, no, sorry, I got that wrong now. It is, you go over those 2 flowers there. I will say it right in a minute. So again, we are just positioning out. Make sure that I've got that level. I think so. Just pop that down like that. So the double layer in the centre just stops it collapsing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start and add some flowers. I'll just leave the pearls for the moment because we aren't using them just for the moment, but I do want all the flowers out. Oops, come out. We want to take out of these the leaves, these outline leaves. Just keep these to a side. The 2 cream ones and the 2 salmon ones. We're just working with these burnt orange ones. So just let me get my picky up tool and some glue, and we're going to add, if you can see, let me just move that across a bit. We're going to go for the top one, miss one, and then come down to the next one on your card. So I'm going to do that, then pick up one of your orange flowers and drop it in. So again, in the top middle, doing exactly the same again, just adding glue in the centre and picking a flower up and dropping it in. Oops, that's got it. And then miss one and come to the next one down. We're going to do this and just add, oops. And then it's a case of rinse and repeat for the bottom. So again, we're going on this one nearest your centre panel. Pick up a flower and add it into the centre one at the bottom centre. And pick up your flower again. And again, miss one and go to the next flower. And pick up your flower. Whoop. And press. So leave those there to dry for the moment. And what we need to do now is we need to add, let's get that middle bit out of there. So we need these 2 outer frame pieces on the peach. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use just a piece of wax paper. And I found that this is the easiest way because they're a bit small putting them onto for spray glue. So what I'm just going to do is, oops, I am going to get some glue out. I need to fill this, I think. Just spread that, a bit of glue onto some wax paper And if I can just find a little bit of card somewhere. Where is a bit there, I think. I'm just going to spread it, just spread it out nicely. And take the big one first. Dab it all the way around. And then add it to your larger of the salmon pink. Oh, whoops. Again, just ease it onto the petals so you've got the lovely framework like that. Leave that for a moment to dry. Then we'll use the smaller one. And again, make sure we've got it all the way around. And again, add it to the smaller peach. Sorry, not peach, salmon pink. And again, just ease it onto the petals and leave it to dry. Just going to move that to a side because I don't want it. So what we're doing next is, I think I have, oh no, that's right, yes. This one, I need to go onto my fine tip applicator. I'll get my teeth in today. Not doing very well, am I? On this one, I am just going to add one of the cream ones offset on the small orange and just offset it like that. These just need to dry before we shape them. And then the other cream one goes into the centre of the bigger one. And again, just off-centre it. And when it's dry, we'll just give them a little bit of shaping on a foam pad. Don't know what I was going to say then. So I'm just going to pop them to a side. Going on to the leaves, just let me move that out of the way. You've got a large leaf and you've got a small leaf. What I suggest is that I'm putting it's up to you, I'm putting the large one just at an angle like that with the smaller one crosswise. But entirely up to you what you wish to do. So I'm just going to put some dabs of glue onto the leaves. Just run a little bit down the stalks. You don't need to go right to the ends of the leaves. Just little bits. So you can see that is all you need on them. So again, I'm just going to put that on like that. I'm just going to slide it round a little bit so that you can still see what it says. And then we'll do the smaller one. Now the smaller one, it is mainly just the stems and the leaves that are closest to the centre. So as you can see, oops, come back, just like that. And then I'm just going to pop this crosswise like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That didn't want to stick. Like that. Whoa, go back. So now I'm just going to shape the flowers. So I'm just going to just press. Doesn't want to be a lot. You're only just going to just shape them in the middle. And then going to start off with the biggest one into the middle. Like that. Oops, let's move that there. Going to pop one of the small ones up here. Oops, pop a little bit more glue there. There maybe wasn't. I mean, I could have used glue gel, but when I'm lifting the card up and that, it maybe they would maybe have moved. So using the glue gel would actually be better if you weren't planning to move your cards straight away. So just leave them to dry. And what we're going to do now is you should have one extra pearl. I think I put 14 in to be on the safe side, and I'm just going to have a look for something to just pop them into. What I might do is I might pinch a lid off my ink and just tip them into there. You know what had happened if you tip them straight onto your mat, you'd end up with half of them on the floor. And that is a frequent occurrence for me. So I'm just going to these, just like that. Make sure that they're coming to a surface. And then we'll make a start. And as you can see on the sample card, putting them in the centre of those flowers round the frame, plus the 3. So we'll start on the flowers round the frame first, get them stuck down. Just put a dab in the centre of those. So get my pokey tool. No, it isn't a pokey tool, is it? It's a picky up tool. And just add them all the way around at the top. Shake them a bit so you get some more turned over. And then, again, work on the ones at the bottom. I've got a little bit of fluff there. Again, we're just going to add these into the centre. And just pop these in there. Again, just shake those, whoops. And we'll then pop ones in the centre of these flowers that's on the side. Again, just one in the centre. And I'm just wondering where we can put the extra one. I wouldn't. I think it might just look odd. But you have got the spare one, so if by any chance you happen to lose one, which quite often happens when you're tipping them out, I'm just going to find my little tub and I can pop this one back in. Let me see if I can just pick this one up that I've just missed. It wants to go in the right one. That's it. Put that over to a side. Put that back on my thing. So this is the card we've made today. And I've been very tongue-tied, so I do apologise. This was the sample card that I did. And I hope you enjoy making this card. The next one will be for July, as this is a June kit. I am going to be away until the 10th. I'll get back on the 10th of June. So I shall make a start. I have put a list up. It's, I can't remember what it's called. Just bear with me. Let me just get my book. It is called... It's the trifold card. I have got 7 people wanting it. I'm going to put another picture up so you can see. And then if any of you want to add to the names that are down, I will be making a start before I go away to start and cut it. Actually, I'm going to get it and you can have a quick peep, a sneak peek. Just hang on. Saying you can have a sneak peek. I'm trying to think where I put it. Where is it? It's here. So just let me move this out to a side with the wet one so we don't move that. So this is the trifold card. So it will have all different images, but that is your trifold card. So I'll put a list up of who I've already got on the list, but if anybody else wants to join in, please add your name to the list and I will be starting to cut these out. This one, it's not as difficult as it looks. It's quite an easy card to do. And hopefully we'll have a few more names down. So take care everybody and enjoy making this kit 6 and share your makes. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.